Alright everybody, I'm back again. This is going to be part 2 of the 1990 Yamaha Blaster. I decided to, I'm going to take the frame apart. Started dismantling the parts off this thing. And a lot of the parts are rusty. Had to cut the frame up here and part of the frame back here, but I've actually gotten it to this point here. I'm just taking my time. I'm not in a real big hurry. But basically this whole frame from here to here was all bent, like you probably could see in the first video. And I found out that these A-arm crossbars or support bars are cracked right here, and the one on the other side. So I've decided to take the whole front of this apart, and maybe leave the well, I'm gonna probably I'll probably end up taking off all this here and all this in here, and taking the A-arms off, the shocks off, and cut this tower about right here on both sides, where it connects to the motor. I'm still trying to decide what to do about this, but I may just leave the back on, because I'm thinking about turning this into a reverse trike, where I would actually be the seat would be right here, right. This is where I'd be sitting, and I'll extend the front out, and have the well, they call it, it's kind of like a recumbent bike, where it's just below the front steering will be like just behind my ankles, so my feet will be out in front of them inside. So I'm going to widen the front here, so I'll have to make a wider frame so I can get my legs inside, and then work on. I got a new carburetor for this. I took the this is the O-ring from the exhaust manifold, which is in pretty good shape. It's just rusty. No holes, there's no dents. I'll just have to clean it, wire brush the whole thing. I did think that this was kind of loose fitting in here, but I don't think it was just, I don't think the header was tightened down enough, and that's the muffler. I think this is the standard muffler that comes with it. But I don't know what brand it is, but I just think it's just the standard muffler. So, but I'm going to take a piece and plug that, make the orifice smaller. I guess that gives you more back pressure. So I'm going to do some experiments with this thing, but I'm basically going to extend this thing out probably about 2 feet, maybe out here. extend the front, extend this hole out here. So, and then make this a single tire back here. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. It's different. I don't know if it's even possible. I might even have to buy a tire wheel setup from Go Power Sports. Maybe a mini bike, one of the mini bike rear tires with the sprocket, because I'm going to utilize the brakes on it, because this thing has brakes on it. I mean, I think they're seized up, so I'll have to take it apart. But it spins. But this, I think the bearings are a little rough in here, but I think it's grinding on the pads. The other one's not grinding at all. But, I'm going to utilize the brakes on this, and the A-arm, the shocks, and hopefully I can use this swing arm back here. But I don't know how I'm going to do it. Depends on, because this is a pretty wide tire, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to manage that. I'm going to have to get an axle and Go Power Sports and cut it down like a 1-inch axle or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be tricky, to say the least. But I do have that. I may just take. I take the wheels off. I may just take one on both sides, the hub part where it connect the wheel bolts on, and put them on both sides, and then run this inside, run the sprocket inside, and then I don't know. I'll figure it out. And just run the one tire. Make it a trike. But I'll be sitting on this part here with the seat, with some kind of a back or something. I don't know. Be some fabrication, anyways. All right. Well, that's all for that. Just thought I'd give everybody an update on what I'm doing. And this thing is not. The engine's not froze up. Everything's cleared out, as you can tell. It had almost 90 pounds of pressure, cylinder pressure in it. So I don't know. I just sprayed a little oil in there, but I believe that it probably needs new rings. Maybe probably needs a new. Who knows? Might need to be taken apart, rehoned, and put new rings and maybe a new piston on it. But I think it'll be fine. But I think it'll start. And the wires, they got all the wiring hangers, so it's down in here, kind of chewed up. The brake levers and all that are kind of messed up from the tree falling on it. So that's where I'm at right now. But that'll be all.